అదంతా రికార్డ్ చేయము స్టార్ట్ చేయి. President sir. స్టార్ట్ చేద్దామా సార్? మేము వస్తారా? మన జేనేమో మీరు స్టార్ట్ చేస్తున్నాంటే వస్తామన్నారు. వచ్చిండు అదే. ఓకే సార్. సార్ ప్రెసిడెంట్ గారు ఒక నిమిషం ఆగమన్నాడు. President sir, please unmute sir. We will start the meeting.
Yes, come.
Yes, sab aa gaye.
Hello.
Yes sir, yes sir.
Good evening to everybody. Hello.
Good evening sir. Naeem, you start Naeem. Okay sir.
Sure. So, namaskar. Hello and good evening everybody. On behalf of the Institution of Engineers India, Telangana State Center, we are delighted to extend our warm greetings to the distinguished dignitaries, participants, and one and all. Thank you everybody for taking out time to join this Sunday evening with us. Welcome to this webinar on the culmination function of centenary celebration of the Institution of Engineers India. On this occasion, I will take a few moments to brief you about the Institution of Engineers India and the Telangana State Chapter. The Institution of Engineers India, a premium professional body for engineers established in 1920 and incorporated by Royal Charter in 1935, has been serving the cause of engineering, science and technology for more than 9 decades. I'm happy to inform that the Institution of Engineers India has entered its centenary year in September 2019 and completed 100 years of its service in September 2020 in the advancement of engineering and technology for nation building. Institution of Engineers India, Telangana State Center being celebrated this significant milestone with varied events in a befitting manner. In its relentless journey of 100 years, the institution has crossed many milestones and established its significant existence and accredited with vital contributions towards engineering education, technological advancement, industrial and economic development of our country through its 133 state and local centers spread across the length and breadth of the vast country and 6 overseas chapters. The Telangana State Center has been the most active centers of the Institution of Engineers India, which is engaged in successfully translating the objectives and ideals of Institution of Engineers India into practice. The inaugural function of the centenary celebration of IEI on 15 September 2019, organized by the Telangana State Center of IEI, began with the Telangana State Center, observed the year 2019-2020 as a centenary year. I am further happy to inform you that the IEI completed the 100 years of service today, that is 13 September 2020. In view of the above, the Telangana State Center is organizing the culmination function of the centenary celebration of IEI. On this happy occasion, Shri K.T. Ramarao Garu, Honorable Minister for Municipal Administration and Urban Development, Industries, IT and Electronics and Commerce, Government of Telangana will be the chief guest, and Engineer B. Prashant Reddy Garu, Fellow Institution of Engineers, Honorable Minister for Roads and Buildings, Legislative Affairs and Housing, Government of Telangana will be the guest of honor. And Engineer Narendra Singh Sahab, FIE, President, Institution of Engineers India, is presiding over the meeting. Now, I request the Chairman, Dr. G. Rameshwara Garu, FIE, the Institution of Engineers India, Telangana State Center, to present his welcome address and also to conduct the further proceedings. Over to Dr. G. Rameshwara Garu.
Thank you, Naeem. Thank you very much. Respected Chief Guest, Sri K.T. Ramarao Garu, Honorable Minister, Municipal Administration. He may join within few minutes. He is very busy, and you don't want to wait this time. That's why we started the meeting now. A guest of honor, Engineer Vemula Prashant Reddy, Honorable Minister for Roads and Buildings and Legislative Affairs, Government of Telangana. Engineer Narendra Singh Ji, President, the Institution of Engineers India. Sri V. Prakash Rao Garu, Chairman, Telangana Water Resource Development Corporation, Government of Telangana. And Engineer T. Anjaya, FI Honor Secretary, Institution of Engineering Telangana State Center. Past presidents and past chairmen and council members and committee members of IEI Telangana State Center, and council members and distinguished guests of fraternity, media friends, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Telangana State Center of Institution of Engineers India, I deem it a great privilege to extend hearty welcome to the Honorable Minister of Telangana, K.T. Ramarao Garu, and also Sri Vemula Prashant Reddy, and Engineer Narendra Singh Ji, President, Institution of Engineers India, and to all of you to this important event, culmination function of centenary celebration of Institution of Engineers India. The Institution of Engineers, a premier professional body of engineers established 1920 and incorporated Royal Charter in 1935, has been serving the cause of engineering, science and technology for the last 100 years. I am happy to inform that the Institution of Engineers has entered its centenary year in September 2018 and completed 100 years of its service in September 2020 in the advancement of engineering technology for the nation buildings. The Institution of Engineering Telangana State Center being celebrated this significant milestone with varied events in a befitting manner. In its relentless journey of 100 years, the Institution of Engineers has crossed many milestones and established its significant existence and accredited with vital contributions toward the engineering education, technology advancement, industrial and economic development of country throughout its 133 state and local centers spread over the length and breadth of our vast country and 6 overseas chapters. The activities are most covered by the in-house programs in various engineering disciplines. Added to that, paradigm shift taken place in our technological advancement in recent times, which has brought to new dimensions of approach in our quest for the excellence and thinking. Today, the nation is facing several technical problems all over the country. There is a power crisis, water scarcity, and environmental hazards. Besides problem relating to many critical areas such as food security, health security, poverty, and many social events prevailing in the society. It is a quest for the professional excellency and never stop at a national frontier and continuing throughout it to reach out and occupy the rightful and uh, deserving position in all the prestigious works and organizations for the health services to the engineering without boundaries. It is with the background, the Institution of Engineers has been endeavoring to act as a think tank to the government on all the engineering and technological complexities, offering the appropriate solutions and generating awareness among the general public. I wish to bring the kind notice of all of you. The Telangana State Center has formed a bifurcation of elsewhere. Andhra Pradesh State Center, since its inception in August 26th and 28, 2016, the Telangana State Center of the Institution of Engineers has its role more than 9,100 corporate members covering 15 disciplines of engineering. Besides, non-corporate members consist of more than 19,100. The Telangana State Center has been one of the most active center of the Institution of Engineers, and it is engaged successfully translating the objects and ideas into the practice. The present Telangana State Center is the legacy of erstwhile Hyderabad State Center of Nizam's Hyderabad State. At this momentous occasion, it was felt to recapitulate that take stock of the situation of what all has been done all these glorious years in meeting our goals and serving the nation. To begin with Telangana State Center, the committee decided to observe this year, that on this means 2019-20 as a centenary year. Accordingly, the Telangana State Center has conducted 1 day, 2 day seminars and all India seminars and national conventions, international conferences, workshops, roundtable conferences, and endowment lectures throughout the centenary year as a mark of respect and in recognized for crossing an important milestone and received the high appreciation from one and all. The prestigious event such as the International Conference on Recent Developments in Clean and Safe Nuclear Power Generation is culminated successfully and purposefully and earned the laurels from all the participants. The Vice President of India, Shri M. Venkaiah Naidu, was the chief guest and inaugurated the conference. The Honorable Minister for Home Government of Telangana, Shri Nayani Narasimha Reddy, graced the occasion as the guest of honor, and also eminent scientists also participated in this international conference. I feel privileged to inform that the following 3 prestigious events were organized in a befitting manner. The International Conference on Mining, Present, Future, Investments and Issues and Challenges, organized from 23rd to 25th October 2019 and received high appreciation, and Sri Pocharam Srinivas Reddy, Honorable Speaker of Telangana Legislative Assembly, Government Telangana, was the chief guest and inaugurated the conference, and Honorable Minister for Home and Fire Services of Government Telangana, Shri Muhammad Mahmood Ali, graced the occasion as a special guest. A good number of eminent experts from mining field from the national and international level participated with the full enthusiasm. The International Conference on Environmental Degradation and Key Challenges to Sustainable Development organized from 22nd to 24th November 2019. Shri V. Srinivas Gowda, Honorable Minister for Excise and Prohibition, Sports and Youth Service, Government of Telangana, and Shri M. Danakishore, IAS Managing Director, HMWSS, graced the occasion as a guest of honor. And Takusha Savya, Daughters Works Strategic Division, NJS Co. Limited, Tokyo, Japan, is participated in the inaugural function and addressed the gathering. The eminent experts from the environment field from national and international level also participated. But last, the 24th Indian Engineering Congress was held from 27 December to 29 December 2019. Dr. Srimati Tamilisai Soundararajan, Honorable Governor of Telangana, was the chief guest and inaugurated the Indian Engineering Congress, and Engineer Vemula Prashant Reddy, FIE, Honorable Minister for Roads and Building, the Legislative Affairs and Housing Government of Telangana, graced the occasion as guest of honor. And Shri Bandaru Dattatreya, the Honorable Governor of Himachal Pradesh, was the chief guest during the valedictory session of this Congress. On the above occasion, the Telangana State Center was adjusted as the best state center was award for the best of all-round performance of 132 state centers, and also received a check of rupees 50,000 along with the certificate and memento from the President Narendra Singh Ji. Instantly, it is a matter of great honor the Telangana State Center for organizing Indian Engineering Congress 2019. Since during this Congress, 100th annual general body meeting of the Institution of Engineers also we could held here. Really, Telangana State Center is a great privilege to be bestowed this honor also. I am further happy to inform that Telangana State Center felt that it could be very apt and appropriate to bring out a compendium comprising of the messages from persons of high eminency and inviting the articles of engineering profession. This is on the, we are all, that also we are prepared. I could happy and also say few, especially for those who present here in this webinar about the tremendous engineering work done by all our engineers by the Telangana and various aspects of development of society, such as Mission Kakatiya and also Mission Bhagiratha, Kaleshwaramu, Metro Rail, 2-bedroom houses, and especially they are using the latest technology for doing all these works. On behalf of Telangana State Center of Institution of Engineers and my own behalf, I once again extend a hearty welcome to all of you this culmination of centenary celebration function. Thank you, one and all. Now, I am requesting Engineer Narendra Singh Ji, FIA President, Institution of Engineers, for President's opening remarks. Over to Narendra Singh Saab.
Thank you very much inviting me in a very short notice. Actually, I was out of the station from Dehradun. I was Haridwar. Just now I have reached to there. Thank you and good evening to ladies and gentlemen, to all of you outside of, on behalf of Institution of Engineers, my sincere welcome to the past president, council members, fellow engineers and participants. I congratulate to Shri Rameshwar Rao, Chairman, Telangana State Center and his team for organizing this culmination function on the eve of centenary celebrations. Actually, you are aware that Institution of Engineers, largest multidisciplinary organization of institution, having its corporate membership more than 2.3 lakhs and having 125 local and state centers in India and 6 overseas chapters. II was established on 13 September 20 and it was registered at Chennai. Last year we celebrated our, we rather inaugurated our celebration, 100 centenary celebrations at Chennai on 13 September 2019. It was also royal chartered on 9 September 1935. In fact, we could not propagate this prestigious statute earlier, which are the process we should have done earlier. Nobody knows the meaning and value of this statute, which was given to us by King George V of England. I feel that it should be it should be told that we are charter engineer due to of this Royal Charter. II has, as you are well known, that we have completed relentless journey of first 100 years, and today we have entered into the second century of our journey. And I'm happy and convey my best wishes for the new mission ahead to make the self-reliant India, which has been put on to the Prime Minister of India, saying that everything engineer for self-reliant, our role comes very important. But you know well that due to this pandemic situations, we planned a lot of programs over here, but the difficult days, we could not manage our international national seminars on this centenary occasion. We are sharing our knowledge through online system only, and to face the and we have dropped many of our programs. As our institution of engineers represent to India in all worldwide engineering organizations such as PF, PSCA, WFU, ASC, CES, AS, and having important position in chairing many countries, and every country knows Institution of Engineers India. It is well known institution, not in India, but in abroad also. I would also like to quote this August gathering the word of Sir R.N. Mukherjee, the first Indian president of institution, that Indian industrial progress of institution is possible through its engineer supported by adequate financial powers. The development of a nation is coined in the advancement of three major aspects: technological, industrial, and economical development. With the advent of modern technology, practically all professions like agriculture, engineering, medicine, media, industry, finance, management, etc., showcase an interdisciplinary uh, dependence on it. Many success stories of technological advancement and construction of engineering marvels can be narrated in the sectors of irrigation, power, space, and missiles technology and nuclear technology, etc. Taking, as Prime Minister told that on 12th May 20, during pandemic address, he said that Atmanirbhar Bharat means self-reliant India is a vision of his, and it is depend on the engineers of India how to fulfill it and how to make the India self-reliant. I sincerely pray that to fulfill the dream of developed India, engineering and technology is the key factor. I hope that Institution of Engineers, which is the largest body of the professional engineers and technology in our country, have crucial role to play towards furtherance of engineering profession and overall development of India. Friends, with these few words, I conclude, and because and I congratulate, I'm receiving many best wishes and congratulations on completion of this century today. I received message today from our MHRD ministers also, and many past president and engineers who have congratulated on completion of 100 years of this institution of engineers. We again are meeting on 15 September on Engineers Day. Then I will speak and I will discuss the issues and the challenges ahead to us. I convey again my sincere thanks to the organization, and I am happy to note that Telangana State Center of Institution of Engineers had organized several programs like international conference, all India seminars, and also organized 34th Engineering Congress during this centenary year. I am happy to note that Telangana State Center has been rendering service to the engineering fraternity since inception and has grown substantially in terms of the membership, technical activity, and other social activities for the cause of engineering fraternity. I must congratulate the members of the Telangana State Center whose contribution has added the glory to the center in particular and institution at large and made possible development in its development over the year. Thank you. Thank you once again asking me to join this wonderful webinar. I wish the success of this webinar and please we join on 15th September Engineers Day and circulate my message all engineering community that they should attend the Engineers Day, which will be organized by Uttarakhand State Center, Dehradun, and it will be powered by and relayed rather from National Skill Development Center, Shimla. I hope that you will join it and you will have your wishes and you will suggest the works for next century, how the engineers to take part. Thank you once again. Thanks.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. Now I'm requesting the Professor D. Baburao FIA, former Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, Usman University, say a few words in this occasion.
Good, please. Hello. Honorary dignitaries, Engineer Narendra Singh Ji, Dr. Rameshwar Rao Garu, Sri Prakash Garu, fellow engineers, and all other well-wishers of the institution and its activities. I greet you all on this happy day. It's a great occasion for all of us in the state of Telangana, in particular the city of Hyderabad, which is the youngest center in the country. We are celebrating the centenary of Institution of Engineers. A great past always ensures a greater future, provided we have a direction, we have a sense of mission, and we have a sense of commitment. And I'm very sure that on this day, with such big galaxy of past and present engineers present, we certainly are headed towards greater glories. We have traveled a long way in the last 100 years in upbringing our young engineers in academic as well as professional capabilities. We have upgraded their skills. We promise on this day that we, as full-fledged engineers, will continue our glorious traditions of achievements, and we assure all our engineering brethren and sisters all over the country that the Telangana State Center will continue to uphold the great torch of the Institution of Engineers. We will be second to none in going forward in this great direction. A large number of seminars, conferences, activities have been outlined by our chairman, and I'm sure that they are all the great activities in our center. As a practicing engineer and as a professional as an academic of the past, it's always been a pleasure to teach, to train and update the young minds. This is exactly the role of Institution of Engineers. The examinations of Institution of Engineers have been extremely useful to a large number of young boys and girls all over the country, all through the last century. In addition to existing colleges and universities, Institution of Engineers has greatly complemented and supplemented the upskilling process. The practicing engineers who are all present here in this meeting and who are not have always been loving to bring up the younger folk so that they can cherish their opportunities. To share our opportunity with young folk, to tell them what has been and to show them what we can do to show our potential is always a great challenge. Whenever we meet in these great portals of Institute of Engineers of Hyderabad Center, we always cherish this great motto of the Institute of Engineers. I see you all on this day of centenary with great pleasure that we continue to uphold the great ideas given by Sri Rameshwar Rao and our All India Chairman. I wish you all a very happy centenary year. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Now I am requesting Sana Maruti FIA, former Commissioner and Secretary, Irrigation and CAD Department, and former MLA. Please address the gathering, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Rameshwar Rao. Chairman Rameshwar Rao, Chairman Water Development Board Prakash Rao Garu, and all others whom I can't see.
President of our.
Good evening, everybody. It is an occasion on which centenary celebrations is to remember how this institution was born, and it stood for its name even today. Though it is 100 years, it has got the credibility of producing number of engineers by themselves. Those unfortunately or fortunately could not go to universities or higher education. They could do start from studentship, assistant membership and all these exams. And to my experience, I have seen many number of my colleagues who were very, very efficient, those who came from associate membership examination, because they were self-made engineers by themselves. The jewel of institution in Hyderabad state, the then Hyderabad state, now Telangana state, was one Mr. Maturi Gopal Rao Garu, who was born in Khammam, the then Warangal district. He was a poor man. He could not study beyond HSC. In HSC, he was Gokhale scholar, what they call. He was the topper in higher secondary education in around 1940. He could do only upper subordinate because he didn't have any means to enter any college. He came out first in that exam also. Then he entered as direct supervisor, though normally upper subordinates would go as overseers in the department. There he got an idea of improving himself, and he did AMI, Associate Membership Examination, he passed through. And you will wonder to know that he stood first in All India Associate Membership Examination. Then he was given direct assistant engineer job in Nizam state then, because anybody who was coming out of first were given higher rank post any day, say upper subordinate, say degree B. So he was assistant engineer in the department. He was working there, and the credit goes to him to work on Nagarjuna Sagar Masonry Dam right from its foundation to end. He was executive engineer, SC, and chief engineer. He has completed the project, the largest stone masonry dam in the world. He has completed, and by then, because the situation of states reorganization took place, probably we were overshadowed. Telangana people were overshadowed, probably. I can't say, but he was not given that much of importance as should have gone to him. So he had to go to Kashmir for chief engineer as Malala project. He has completed that. He was taken to Government of India. He was consultant to the Government of India for many years. So such a great man is the product of our institution who passed AMI in 40s. So that was the quality we maintained, and the institution even today is producing brilliant engineers, practical engineers. Most of them are more successful than anybody else. So that was the main thing. So main point in this issue is that the quality was never compromised. The quality of examination was never, it has not been, we didn't hear any scams in that private examination all through, even this year. We hear so many scams in any entrance examinations and all these things, but not in AMI examination. So quality was the key of those quality of engineers who came out of our institution. So as on today, as common man says, engineers harness natural forces for the development of society, development of country, development of world. So naturally, when you say harnessing natural forces, you will have innumerable problems. You will face so many challenges. And one of the challenges is this corruption. Because you deal with a lot of money, so much of work will be there. So that has not seeped into AMI examination so far. And that is the life of any development in any country for technological development. If you don't maintain quality, life is not there in development, it will collapse any day. So my whole point emphasis is on quality of work more than any other thing. So you have to maintain quality, efficiency, and the primary responsibility of that one will be the job of the institution, primary institution in India. Never compromise on quality. Let it be any political dispensation. Let it be any force, any business, anything. It has got to be. See, today we could stand China. In 1962, there was no war at all. I was there in army at that time. I just entered then. It was just a walkthrough for Chinese. Absolutely, there was no infrastructure at all then. Today we could stand China. You see the development in border roads organization. 300 kilometers of road to Ladakh was done. And we could send any number of people there. We can't fear China at all now. They were checkmated now. That is the development, and key for that one is quality of work. So I insist on everybody, and primary responsibility of the institution for the future is keep up the tradition of your quality. And that should be transferred practically at site also, any discipline of engineering department, not necessarily construction or anything, anywhere. So today's main job, so much of development is taking place. If you take its financial terms, it is thousands and thousands and thousands of times what it was being done earlier. So naturally, key focus must be on quality, and the professional institutions must maintain that quality. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Now I am requesting Engineer Radha Krishnamurthy, FIA past chairman, Institution of Engineers, be present. Please address, sir.
Sir.
Otherwise, Wing Commander VL Nandakumar, FIA, the past chairman.
Sir, good day.
Okay, now Engineer Chandramu, FIA past chairman, Institution of Engineers of this trade center. Chandramohan Gar, please.
Good evening to all of you, Mr. President, Mr. Chairman, and all eminent persons of this organization. I'm pleased to be associated with all of you. This is a very important occasion we are meeting. During my office hours, during my office in the IEI, I joined in the Here, Professor H.S. Seshki Rao, mining engineer, who brought me into this institute in 1970. He has taken me straight to the assembly hall and shown me all the photographs of the great engineers, Saratul Cotton and many other engineers, and said this was the hall where they used to sit and write notes and take decisions of the government and submit to the government. That was the hall, which is called famous Hall of Fame. So that has inspired me to take active role in the institution. My mining job was away. I used to work in iron ore mines, Goa. When I came back to the state government department, I have been very active with the Institution of Engineers. Thanks to all our engineers who supported me, right from V.L. Rao to Prabhakar, has given me a lot of strength. So during my period of this centenary celebrations, I would like to mention that I am fortunate enough to attend Golden Jubilee and Platinum Jubilee and centenary celebration. I am very, very fortunate, and we are going into the next century. We have seen that institution has come up by leaps and bounds in this period. There was many problems during the examinations. Our building was small and shaded one. What monsoon was to, during the monsoon, water used to come. The examinations has to be taken care of, and we had thought of it to bring up a good building. And during the time of Mr. Sudhakar and Radhakrishna Murthy and Nandakumar and others, we thought of bringing up a big building in that examination hall. That was a good proposal, came into that, and then we started constructing the area. A new building has come up after that. That's one of our best centers. We wanted to give a good auditorium, and many of our engineers came forward to help it. We have done a lot of seminars organization in the period, and at least during my presence, we brought 2 international mining conferences here, and World Mining Congress in Delhi, and have been fortunate enough to attend World Mining Congress in Istanbul. During when Mr. G.L. Rao was the president, I attended the World Mining Congress at New Delhi, and when Mr. Prabhakar was president, I was there in the World Mining Congress Istanbul. I was acted as a rapporteur for 2 important sessions.
No?
But we tried to develop our institution, basically the library. We have very old books, very good books, and with the help of Chandra Mohan Reddy and others, we brought out a good library and see that it is presentable and students can sit and go through all the journals, and we have increased. That was
Yes, sir.
That was one of the main issues. As somebody has been telling us that we have quality, we will maintain quality of the engineers, an important issue. Right? Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Now I am requesting Dr. D. Hanmantachari, FIA past chairman. Say a few words. Time is very important, sir. Take the few minutes on all.
Esteemed guest and all the fellow fraternity, very good Sunday evening to all of you. At the outset, I thank Dr. Rameshwar Rao for the opportunity, even for sharing my thoughts. Let me remind that our institution was registered under the Indian Companies Act during 1993, Act 1913, in the year 1920. It was inaugurated in the year 1921 by the then Viceroy Governor of India. It's a matter of great pleasure to all of us in IEI to recall this. By today, we have completed 100 years of our service to the society and have grown from strength to strength. Engineers have made a great value on society and have significant impact on improving everyone's life with lasting benefits. The form and mode of working of professionals have undergone transformations in these 10 decades. Engineers have moved from log tables to sliders to calculators and now computers. Construction techniques, the plant and equipment have undergone dramatic changes. Automation and robots are being increasingly deployed. Engineers are essential for sustainable economic development. Engineers are indispensable to technological innovation that will benefit people and planet for greater prosperity and better quality of life, and leave no one behind, especially to ensure equal access to technology for women and rural areas. Hats off to the veterans who continuously strive for the excellence of IEI. Let us not forget that we have to carry forward the ideals of our institution with our commitment to implement innovative, novel ideas in the cause of profession in the days ahead. It was indeed a great experience and a matter of honor to have served as Under Secretary and Chairman of IEI APSC, this prestigious institution. I am also proud to be alumnus of IEI, this great institution. Our journey continues. Together we walked miles and miles. Together we need to walk further. Our relentless journey continues forever. Once again, thanks to the organizers and wish for the successful culmination of this event. Thank you.
Thank you, Charles sir. Thank you very much. Now I am requesting Dr. S. Nagabhushan Rao, FIA Past Chairman, Institution of Engineers, Dedan AP State Center.
Thank you, Rameshwara. Good evening to all the gentlemen, and our President Sri Narendra Singh Ji is present. I am really honored to take part in this program of culmination of the centenary year. Many stalwarts have steered this institute along, like R.N. Mukherjee, K.L. Rao, and now presently it is in the safe hands of Sri Narendra Singh Ji, who has great ideas to take it further, and we'll look forward to it. Then we would have celebrated this in a great grand way, but for this COVID situation. However, this also has given us an opportunity to see all the people here from far off places also. Then IEI is the first of its kind of a society of engineers, which was intended to develop the fraternity and camaraderie about engineers, and also to disseminate the knowledge for the practicing engineers. And the objects of the Institution of Engineers, as enshrined in the Royal Charter, is to take it further for the development of the country and benefit of the engineers. These ideas are spread throughout the centers of this Institution of Engineers, and also the fora created in the Institution of Engineers are doing a lot of work as far as the issues is concerned, and helping the government and other organizations. And as said earlier by other speakers, it has given a great opportunity for the students who could not have formal engineering education, degree education through the AMI examinations. And I can proudly say that I am one of such beneficiary to upgrade my qualification from a diploma to doctorate through AMI. So this is always a great opportunity given to lakhs of students, and this is going. As said by Professor Babu Rao, the standard of AMI examinations, I have to mention here, is the highest of quality in the country. And the reason being, the question papers are set by panel of IIT professors, and evaluation is done by the set of, again, a panel of IIT professors and NIT professors. So this is the specialty of AMI examinations, and the recognition of this by the government has to be pursued very, very vigorously, and I hope that this will be done. Moving along with the Institution of Engineers, I had an opportunity to serve as Joint Honorary Secretary for 2 terms, and then in charge secretary, honorary secretary for some time, and chairman, then a council member, and the vice president of the Institution of Engineers. This has given me great opportunity to move along with all the stalwart people around us, and then get a lot of invaluable knowledge, and also the sharing of the experiences. So association with this Institution of Engineers, and also the at State Center and in the council, has given me a great opportunity to look into the issues comprehensively and holistically, and then try to solve the problems what we face. So finally, we are indebted to IEI for many things, and many more things. Had opportunity in sharing the knowledge, and also a big source of knowledge. Finally, I would like to say that the government of India had to focus on IEI with much more attention, like the Indian Medical Council and the Institution of Chartered Accountants, CII, FICCI, like that. The importance to IEI has to be looked into by the government as enshrined in the Royal Charter, and maybe Royal Charter is equivalent to an act of parliament, which probably people are not recognizing it. This is one that we should do, and this great centenary year has been celebrated throughout the country, and Telangana State Center has not lagged behind in doing this. Many important events are done, and we hope that we'll continue to do this. And I thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Now I'm requesting Wing Commander VL Nandakumar, FIA past chair, and say a few words. Over to Nandakumar, sir. Nandakumar, sir. Okay. Meanwhile, we'll take, sir. Now I request Dr.
సార్ మ్యూట్ చేసుకుంటే సరిపోతుంది.
Yes. చేసిండా సార్? నందకుమార్ సార్, మీరు మ్యూట్ చేసుకోండి.
అన్మ్యూట్.
హలో సార్, నందకుమార్ సార్.
ఇప్పుడు రత్నం
సార్
ఐఎస్ఎన్ రాజు గారు మాట్లాడమని చెప్తాం. సార్ ఐఎస్ఎన్ రాజు సార్, ప్లీజ్. ఐఎస్ఎన్ రాజు సార్.
Good evening, sir. Namaskaram to all of you, and the respected President of our National President of Institute of Engineers, Narendra Singh Ji, our today's presiding officer, our Dr. D. Rameshwar Rao Garu, and other elite veterans and past presidents, past chairmen, and chief guest KTR, who is like to join, Vemula Prasant Reddy Garu, also Rai Prakash Garu, and all of the elders. So I feel proud to be a part of these centenary celebrations. First, I myself became a member in 1983 with the encouragement of Sri G. Prabhakar. And that day onwards, I attached to this one in one way or other way. And you all know the present Telangana State Center was originally founded on 15th November 1938 by the Nizam government, and Akbar Haidari, president of the then Nizam Executive Council, has inaugurated. Initially, it functioned in Secretariat and Hyderabad Waterworks. Later, it moved to the new building of 1947. You all know that the landmark and architectural archaeological building is there facing the road. So it functioned there till very recently, 2015, and we moved to the new complex building. So what I would like to say, I was so privileged, feel proud and privileged that the last chairman of the combined State Center of Andhra Pradesh and the founder chairman of the present Telangana State Center. And I would like to I will pay my respect to all the past chairman, past president, because the incumbent chairman can do continue the work whatever done by the past chairmen who built the foundation for it. So all the credit must also go to the predecessors also who have contributed a lot, on which the incumbent chairman has developed it. And in IEA headquarters also, always if some program is to be conducted, nobody is coming forward. They always look to the Telangana State Center, so to organize the national events, and especially Indian Engineering Congress was celebrated consequently in 2014 and 2019 also. So like that, many events, whenever nobody is coming forward, they first look to our IEA Telangana State Center. That is the credibility. And also we received a quite good number of a Best State Center award. So when compared to the other state center in the nation. So it is a pleasure I am sharing, not to say a little about the other things. And during my tenure, I got the instant support from all my past chairmen, council members, and the president, and also I happen to be a council member also. I got the connectivity with them. And so Sudhakar, actually he took a lot of pains to constructing the new building. Of course, you all know that unlike other organizations, it is a self, we have to pull up our own funds. There is no, we won't get any grant from anywhere else. So to that end, we must be grateful to our corporate members, past chairman, past president, who have contributed personally from their purse and mobilized the funds. So, and also all the past chairmen, they maintain the balance of previous years and put in the fixed deposits, and that enabled the present building of 9 crores building. Of course, the headquarters also must be thankful. They provide the loan also, which President, our Dr. G. Rameshwar Rao garu, he cleared all the things. Now we got a good property up there. Now we can go, brother. Still then, the old building always is a monument, is the archaeological building. So a State Bank is operated in old. That auditorium also, all these years served here. In spite of the new building also, the glory of old building will be always there. And we moved to this new complex inaugurated during the Engineering Congress during 2014. And our office started functioning from 15th August 2015. So I am carrying a lot of memories, sweet memories also. Now it has become a passion for me. Always think about IEA. Sometimes if I go to our premises, I feel bad about it. Even COVID times also, I visited the thing to have my personal satisfaction. So I am thankful to one and all for giving me support during my tenure and also supporting me so even all the time. And I would like to request the present generation, please, so follow the footsteps of your predecessors, your veterans who brought this institution to glory of all these 100 years, and move this institute to the next 100 years. So everything is on your hands. Take advice, respect your elders and all the things. I must be very much thankful to GL Rao garu, Prabhakar garu, SN Rao garu, and all elders. And also I must be thankful to the present, the G. Rameshwara garu, who also happens to be Director SK, and Anjay garu, and all my colleagues here for giving me an opportunity to speak a few words on this. And still very recently on 9th September, the Charter Day, Royal Charter Day was celebrated. I was asked to speak about it. I spoke at length about the Royal Charter Day Institute of Engineers in Telangana State Center also. So nothing to share with you. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I request Wing Commander VL Nandakumar. Please over to Wing Commander Nandakumar, sir. Nandakumar, sir. Nandakumar, sir. Okay. Oh, now I request G. Sudhakar, FIE, past chairman, Institution of Engineers, and as a council, present council member of Institution of Engineers, Telangana State. Please, you can say a few words, sir.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Namaskar to Honorable President Narendra Singh Ji, past President, council members, past chairman, past honorable secretaries, committee members, and all participants. It is my proud privilege to associate with the AP State Center of EI as the honorary secretary and chairman during the period 2010-12 and 2014 respectively. The AP State Center committee members have taken the responsibility to organize national and international seminars, conventions, and popular lectures relating to all the disciplines during my tenure as honorary secretary and chairman. I am happy to share that several events were organized and culminated in
అన్మ్యూట్ చేశాను. ఇప్పుడు మన అది సుధాకర్ మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. అవును, నాకేం సుధాకర్ మాట్లాడి వినపడ్డానులే. నా వాల్యూమ్
మీరు కామ్గా ఉండండి సార్, కొంచెం 2 నిమిషాలు. ఓకే సుధాకర్ సార్.
No, I am telling all these things. How the center has developed to the present state. It is a great honor to me to inform that the AP State Center of IAI was adjudged as the best state center and best all-round performer for the session 12-13 during my tenure as chairman. Since the center has completed its 75 years of service, the inaugural function of the Platinum Jubilee celebrations was organized on 14th November 2012 and Platinum Jubilee celebrations culminating function on 4th November 2013 was organized as mark of glorious completion of 75 years of the center's existence. It is also very important to mention that the center has taken pains to organize International FIAB Convention during the 2013, and it was inaugurated by ESL Narasimhan, the Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh. The FIAB Convention and the International Convention was conducted in a befitting manner to the satisfaction of each and everyone. The very, very important of this center, which has achieved and stood as a monument in the IAI history, is that construction of its own building. The unforgettable task shouldered by me was construction of a multi-storied building of IAI AP State Center. It was a dream of all members of the center and got approved in principle by the headquarters. It was during the tenure of Engineer G. Prabhakar, FIA as president of IAI, the proposal of the construction of the building was got through by the National Council of IAI with financial assistance of 3 crores interest-free advance. The AP State Center had decided to invest ₹3 crores out of surplus generated over the past years to complete the construction of a new building. The foundation stone was laid on 9th October 2011 by G. Prabhakar, FIA President, IAI, for the proposed new building. In place of existing dilapidated shed, it was completed within scheduled time and was inaugurated on 23rd May 2014. All the members had appreciated and applauded the action taken by the AP State Center for the construction of huge building of more than 1,487 square meters each floor area, with a big eco-free auditorium of 650 seating capacity. The chairman chamber and honorary secretary chamber attached to the office in first floor, second floor, silt, cellar for more than 20 cars parking capacity. It may not be correct if I don't mention that the corporate members had come forward to show their concern through donations to the tune of more than 30 lakhs for construction of the new building. The 29th Indian Engineering Congress was organized by the Institution of Engineers India, hosted by the AP State Center, Hyderabad from 18-21 December 14.
Okay.
And it has provided the every satisfactory hospitality and members appreciated. And I, by virtue of chairman of AP State Center, became ex officio member of the council for the period 2012-14 and nominated council member for the 15-16, during which I served as a member of various committees. After formation of Telangana State, I was elected as the Telangana State Center Council member of IAI. Presently, I am the chairman of Equivalence Committee, member Education, Examination and Accreditation Committee, member Board of Management, SKI, board member Board of Governors of Water Management Forum. Why I have explained the development of a center, it must be a motivation to the other center people to develop their own centers to stand independently, not on the grants of the headquarters. If I speak any mistakes, kindly excuse me. And I thankful to the organizers provided me this opportunity to speak, and especially I give my thanks to Chairman Rameshwar Rao.
Thank you very much, Engineer Sudhakarji. Now I am requesting Nandakumar sir, please say a few words. This time is very precious. We are waiting for you.
At the outset, I thank Mr. Dr. Rameshwar Rao for giving me this opportunity to speak. And now I feel great and honored that I have a part of this centenary celebrations of the IAI. And as a part of the defense forces, many of our armed forces engineering officers have been also members of the Institution of Engineers, and they have also contributed quite a lot for the development of the Institution of Engineers. So, and I'm happy to say that my brother and I, both hailing from the Defense Forces, we've been in the original Hyderabad State Center and Andhra State Center, and as chairman of the state centers. And during these 100 years, there have been a great number of eminent engineers of IEI who have played a big role in advancement of our country, both before and after our Independence Day. Many of our engineers have also been statesmen, ministers, etc., who have led the country. In the last 100 years, our members have played their part. Now, what is the role our great members are going to play in the next 100 years? What is our vision in the in the next years, in the long term, short term, and in the immediate future? That I'm sure our younger generation and future generation will take our IEI to greater heights, up to the sky. On this occasion, I wish all our brother members all the best in their service to the IEI. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Now I am requesting my predecessor and immediate past chairman, Dr. S. Satyanarayana, FI, Telangana State Center. Please address.
Good evening to every one of you. President of IEA, Sri Narendra Singh Garu, Presiding Officer Sri Rameshwar Rao Garu, Eminent Teacher Awardee Dr. Babu Rao Garu, and the Chairman of Water Resources Organization of Telangana State, Sri V. Prakash Rao Garu, and other dignitaries and colleagues. Good evening to every one of you. It's a great occasion that today we are all meeting here on the eve of completing our 100 years of journey of IEA. Though IEA started in 1920, it was not conducting this AMI examinations. It started conducting examinations quite after some time. See, this AMI examinations has given, as many people have clearly pointed out, like our Sri Murthy and other people, this has given an opportunity to society to improve their engineering qualifications. See, people who are that time, during my days, there are only 6 engineering colleges in entire Andhra Pradesh. And it is not possible for everybody to get a seat, and also financially, everybody is not having that capacity to go for engineering. Such people, such underprivileged people, were helped by IEA by conducting these AMI examinations, and which is also equivalent to BE of recognized by all the universities and all the organizations. But over a period of time, there are some problems, and today AMI recognition has been withdrawn by the government of India. So this here now we have to take very seriously, and I request our President Sri Narendra Singh Saab, who is a very sincere and honest President today we are having. See, the thing which could not be done by a government is being done by IEA. Actually, government has to take care of the underprivileged people and the society who are not having this facility. And IEA is providing this facility, and once they withdraw this, then it is not, it is totally, injustice done to the society. Probably you are taking care of the private engineering colleges and not taken this decision. It is not correct. That's what I want to, probably point out here. And one more thing is this Royal Charter. Royal Charter about 70 years back, 71 years back, the Royal Charter has been granted. And that is granted by government, British government. And today we are independent India and we have every abundant knowledge and everything is available with us. The problem we may have to surrender this Royal Charter and go to the Parliament and get enacted this, our IEA as one of the forms like equal to our chartered engineers or any other organization. This is the thing what probably I want to put forth to our council members and also our president here. The thing is, this Institution of Engineers is not just conducting AMIE. It is also providing chartered engineer certificates and arbitrations. The chartered engineers are serving the country through various forms like providing consultancy and estimation and helping the government in assessing various laws and other things. So this is one more great service being done by IEA. And also arbitration. This arbitration, there are various disputes which courts cannot, everything cannot be solved by the court. If this arbitration is taken up by the Institution of Engineers and is doing a good service to the nation. When, probably we may have to point out all these things and take the matter to the Government of India and get back our recognition. Probably if required, we may have to have association or affiliation with any of the universities and let the degrees be given by the universities, but AMA has to come back and it has to really, it is the real thing that is going to help the underprivileged engineers who could not pursue their engineering during their early stages. And one more great thing is our Telangana State Center, maybe from Hyderabad State Center to AP State Center to Telangana State Center, could contribute eminent presidents to our headquarters. Like Dildar Hussain, during 1953, Dildar Hussain was the president of Institution of Engineers. During his time, he has created a niche of our Hyderabad State Center and prepared a memorial on Visvesvaraya. And this book is available with our library. It is in a very, very bad shape now. During my time, when I was going through the library, I could see that book. And that book is almost soiled state and it's almost, there is only one copy available and that copy, probably I request our President Nadan Singh and our Rameshwara Garu to take a reprinting of this book and circulate to all the people what the greatness of, to understand by the younger generation the greatness of our Telangana State Center. And coming to this Telangana State Center, our Sudhakar Saab has already pointed out about the taking of the new building. And today we have renovated, we have decorated that auditorium with all the ultra modern facilities. And it has become a common point for many of the government organizations and also private organizations to conduct their various meetings and seminars and other things. That is how the vision of the, probably visibility of the IE has been increased just with this building. So with all these things now, IE Telangana State Center is really doing well. And with the support of our who was the secretary during my tenure, and we have done wonderful things. Wonderful things. We have created, one restroom for the senior engineers who could not, who cannot come to the upstairs. In the ground floor itself, we have created and provided all the amenities. So these kind of things are, unique in the entire IEA, all the centers of IEA. With, these various things are there probably because of the paucity of time. I may not be able to, elaborate many things, but I once again, wish all of you a happy centenary year. And I congratulate our Rameshwara Garu for organizing this wonderful event. And thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Definitely we'll reprint the book, sir, immediately. Now, I am requesting the G. Prabhakar FI, past President, Institution of Engineers India. Please address, sir. రాలేదు కదా?
రాలేదు.
సార్ జయత్ అన్నాడు. ఓకే. Now I request Engineer GL Rao, FIA past President, Institution of Engineering in India, please address, sir. Over to GL Rao, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rameshwar Rao, for giving me an opportunity to participate in this meeting. In fact, I am happy and proud to be associated with this culmination section. My association with the Institution of Engineers dates back to about 50 years, and I am proud that I have become a part of the Institution of Engineers because of its activities, because of its contribution to the society to prepare engineers. In fact, as Dr. Satyanarayana was telling, if at all government has got to train all these people as engineers, thousands and thousands of engineers, government has got to provide number of colleges, number of professors. So the Institution of Engineers has taken the total burden of training the engineers. And other thing is, all of you have heard about the Institution of Engineers. This is the largest professional body, century-old body. It was encapsulating, sorry, my voice is breaking, about 15 disciplines originally. This is a mother organization. Now as the days go on, all the engineering disciplines, individually they are starting their own organizations. But they are not forgetting the mother organization. And in addition to all these things, recently we have got the provisional membership of Engineers Mobility Forum, which facilitates all our engineers who get certification from the Institution of Engineers to cross the borders and take professional activity, practice them in the member countries without any further certification. Otherwise, as I came to know, that if you want to practice in a particular country, you got to pass their examination, take a certificate from there. But now, any person who takes the certificate from the Institution of Engineers, the only one which can give in India, they can practice anywhere they like. And many people have spoken about many things. All the people are known. Only for formality's sake, we have got to remind ourselves about the activities that have been done. And I wish that whatever things that have been done by our forefathers should be continued. Not only continuing, it should be developed. It's unfortunate. You see, in original days, when I was the council member there, people who want to join AMIE as associate member of the Institution of Engineers, they have got to pass 2 examinations. And they have got to provide their engineering degree certificate, a oral interview and all that. So that is the greatness of this Institution of Engineers, which has been forgotten by many people. Now we are harping that the Institution of Engineers should go to any organization to get a degree. The stature of the institution is being brought down. So this should be protected. Also, I was proud and privileged to hold the position of presidentship of the Institution of Engineers. We fought very much with the government and with the concerned officers to see that the AMA examinations and Institution of Engineers is brought into the Act. See, now Institution of Engineers is only one body. All other people have a number of people, so their physical majority is more. So naturally their voice is prevailing. So we have got to bring out all these points into the forefront and say the Institution of, when there was no institution, there was no engineering at all. When there were no engineering colleges, the Institution of Engineers started training the people as engineers. As Wing Commander Nandakumar said, many of the people who have gone forefront, they are all graduates of Institution of Engineers. So we should not forget the actual service which the Institution of Engineers has been doing. So I don't want to take much of the time, but I thank first of all Mr. Prabhakar, who brought me into the Institution of Engineers as a member of the committee when we were together. He is my mentor and he is my philosopher, because wherever I go, wherever I see, I always remember him, because if at all I have become a president of Institution of Engineers and had this wonderful post is only because of him. And I can never forget his help. And I'm always happy that I am associated with this. And I felt that on this occasion, I should mention it specially. And I thank Dr. Rameshwar Rao for having given me this opportunity. And I congratulate Dr. Rameshwar Rao that he has been asked to hold the position of chairman of Institution of Engineering Staff College. And I think he will do the same thing in a dynamic way as he has done in the Institution of Engineers. And I also thank our president, Narendra Singh Ji. He has done a wonderful thing. Every president has been doing something or other during their tenure. And now Narendra Singh has got a wonderful opportunity to see that our engineering staff college is brought to the high level, which was there previously during old days when I was the president and when I was the council member. Now, of course, he has taken a very bold step in changing the heady people of the staff college, and I hope, and he is very much interested in developing the college. So I thank him and I request him to continue his support to the Telangana State Center and Engineering Staff College. And I thank once again Dr. Rameshwar Rao for giving me an opportunity to be here. And I thank all the people, without naming anybody, all the people are included, for participating in this wonderful webinar. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Our chief guest and guest of honor held up with the Honorable Chief Minister at camp of Gajwal. No, it's very difficult because we know our chief guest now is our Prakash Rao, P. Prakash Rao, Chairman, Telangana Water Resource Development Corporation, Government of Telangana. Here, please address the gathering, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Congratulations to all for celebrating 100th year culmination event, and respected chairman of this institution, Dr. Rameshwar Rao garu, and President Narendra Singh garu, and Sthana Maruti garu, Anjay garu, and all respected engineers. Once again, congratulations, sir. And it's a great privilege, sir. Though I am not an engineer, you have invited me as a guest of honor, and you made now the chief guest of this event. Thanks to KTR. So he disappointed you, but I will try to convey the message. I will share few facts about history, sir, because I am a historian. My history book has become the textbook of Public Service Commission for groups. So as previous speaker, I think Dr. Satyanarayana Garu, he said it was started in 1938. Yes, 15th November 1938, the Hyderabad State Institute of Engineers chapter started by Engineer Hassan Latif. But it was inaugurated by President of Executive Council, Nizam's president. He inaugurated, but the first president was Engineer Hassan Latif. I hope you are celebrating every year on 15th November, the formation of Hyderabad State Center. It changed its names twice, renamed as twice. Telangana merged in Andhra Pradesh, and again Telangana separated in 2014. In 2015, you have renamed it again. So, sir, I would like to bring few facts about India, in the country and the world. First time, only 8 engineers, they met in the coffee club, Kendall Coffee Club in London. They started this association with 8 engineers, the named Institution of Civil Engineers, the first organization of the world first organization. It was first organization. It was started 200 years ago, and later in 1919, after the First World War, the government has appointed Indian Industrial Commission, Indian Industry Commission, under the leadership of Thomas Holland. He was a Britician. So he is the person who recommended to start an institution with eminent engineers from all disciplines. Now it is with 15 disciplines. In those days, it was civil and mechanical and some electrical. So it was actually it was started in 1919, but it was incorporated, registered the same day, today, 13th September 1920 in Chennai, Madras. So in last 100 years, Visvesvaraya Garu and Nawab Ali Nawaz Jung and many other engineers added lot of value to the institution of engineers. And I'm appreciating the state center because in India, in last 82 years, this is the only state bagged 10 awards, state center awards in last 82 years of Hyderabad and Telangana, Andhra Pradesh history. So congratulations, sir, once again. And the prestigious degree, as Sana Maruti Garu said in his speech, the AMIE. So it is, the Google said, it is in the court, the certification, whether it is correct or not, they are fighting against AMI degree. Why? I don't know. You have to correct me. It is in Delhi High Court, but you have to protect the degree because many eminent engineers, after getting this degree, they rendered good services in various dams in last 60, 70 years after introduction of that AMI degree. It is, I heard it is very difficult to qualify the first year of AMI. That much of standards maintained by Institution of Engineers in awarding the degrees and maintaining the education curriculum and career. So in future also, definitely this center will get good awards because in Telangana, I found only engineers are working very hard when compared to other departments because we know that 3 shifts will continue in only industries, but here 3 shifts engineers working in irrigation projects in Kaleshwaram. Particularly, I saw several times. Honorable Chief Minister told me that early morning 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, he watched the Google in his chamber, in his bedroom, and he called the engineers who are working there and what is the progress of the work at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. So like that, I am congratulating all the engineers. They are creating the history and rebuilding the Telangana. And definitely you will get appreciation in entire country and in entire world because of these projects. And thank you, sir, for giving this opportunity and advance wishes of National Engineers Day on 15th of this month, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for wishing the advance for the Engineers Day, 15th September, sir. Really, now today is the last day for this center. Tomorrow we are entering the new 101 years, not the first year of again century year we will start, sir. Definitely, we hope that all engineers will be for the next generation, and also we are there. We are having some visions. According to the vision, definitely we will achieve that whatever the targets and whatever the even government also. Definitely, all engineers really they are working day and night for all the projects, sir. But for that we invited our ministers at this time also. We requested, but he promised me to come, but we don't know. We are this is we all engineers only here, no sir. We are seeing the all engineers of all departments are the member of the Institution of Engineers. But anyhow, they are well up in Honorable CM's meeting, sir. Thank you very much, Prakash sir. You are giving the very good advice and very good talk, sir. Every time, whenever we call, you are really you are coming and you are giving the valuable suggestions to all our engineers. On behalf of all engineers, We are very thankful to you, sir. And also, I am very thankful to our President Narendra Singh ji. In spite of his busy schedule, complete whole 1.5 hours he is sitting in a meeting. And please give the big round of applause to the Narendra Singh ji and V. Prakash sir for spending a valuable time with us for the culmination of the century celebration institution, great institution of engineers, India. And also Telangana State Center. We are very happy, sir. Telangana State Center doing the culmination of this century celebration, sir. Thank you, sir. Now I am requesting our Honored Secretary T. Anjaya, please propose the vote of thanks.
Before presenting vote of thanks, I want to talk about 1 minute about the AMI. Narendra Singh, Chairman, President Saab. I am the very senior most alumni of the AMI. Because so many people are inquiring me the fate of the AMI's past candidates. Can you give any suggestions or advice regarding that?
No, it is not. Anjay sir, you tell the vote of the President was already.
Okay. Respected Chief Guest, Sri V. Prakash Garu and our President, Engineer Narendra Singh ji. I thank our Prakash Garu for coming here and spending his valuable time, and he has given good advice. And similarly, I thank our Engineer Narendra Singh ji for making it convenient to be with us and to set over the function. I convey our thanks to the guests, fellow faculty and budding engineers who made it convenient to be with us for this important occasion. I thank Professor D. Baburao Garu, Sana Marthi Garu, Commissioner and Secretary to Government, and Sri Chandramohan, past Chairman, D. Hanmantachari, Chandramohan Sir, past Chairman, S. Nagbhushan Rao Garu, past Chairman, I.S.N. Raj Garu, past Chairman, G. Sudhakar, past Chairman, V. L. Nandakumar Garu, past Chairman, and Dr. S. Satyanar Garu, past Chairman, G. L. Rao, past President, and so many other people who I'm not mentioning all the names. Kindly excuse me for spending all your valuable time for this, attending this meeting webinar. Once again, I convey my thanks to one and all. Thank you very much, sir.
Stand up for the national anthem.
शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष